Hello, hello everyone. If you are listening to us, please do comment so I know that you're already here. And let me double check if we are already live on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. So I'll just take 1 second to check that we are actually live everywhere. And then we will start. Okay, so let me just close everything so we're not disturbed. Hello, good evening, everyone. I am looking at the comments right now. So if you are listening to us, just leave a comment for us so we know that you're here. So I can already see ourselves live on on LinkedIn. Yes, it's working. And then let's just double check quickly. Yes. So the main two channels that I always rely on, the YouTube and the LinkedIn, they are already working. We're already live there, but I know that we are live on Facebook and on TikTok as well. Hi, RMG, how are you? Good evening. So please keep saying hello to me so I know that you're here. So let's start, everyone. Today's episode is very special for me because I am meeting another expat who's sitting in Bahrain, but obviously there is a journey behind her, and I'll introduce her to you in a minute. But let's just start formally the episode. You don't wake up one day and decide to change education. It doesn't work like that. It usually starts with something quieter, a classroom that didn't feel right, a teacher who tried but did not know how, a child who deserved more but did not get it. And somewhere in that silence, someone decides, I'm not okay with this. And that's where real change begins. Welcome back to Unboxed with SG. Today's conversation is not loud, it's not performative, it is not about trends, it is about something deeper. What it actually takes to build teachers who can carry the future. And I have someone with me today who didn't just talk about change, she built something around it. Today, I'm sitting with Ms. Jem, the founder of a professional development institute here in Bahrain. But more than that, she is someone who saw a gap and did not wait for permission to fill it. She stepped in. So, Jem, welcome to Unboxed with SG. How are you doing?
Hi, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Sahar, for inviting me. It's my honor to be here.
Jem, let's not start with titles. Let's start with the moment, the real one. The moment where you realized something is missing and I need to do something about it. So, if I put that as a question, I would say, tell me about the beginning of your institute, not the polished version, but the real one. What pushed you to start a professional development institute? What were you seeing in classrooms, or if it was for other people, not just teachers but other people, what exactly was the gap that you could see? And then how did you come about the decision that this is the institute that I want to open?
Okay, my journey has been shaped by both passion and perseverance, of course. I started with a strong desire to make a difference through education. And over the years, that evolved into building a platforms that empower others. So it hasn't been easy. Actually, there were challenges along the way, but those experiences helped me to grow into a leader I am today. So every step has reinforced my belief that education is one of the most powerful tools to change lives.
So, is it correct that your institute is not only limited to teachers, but in fact, professional development for all walks of life, or is it just offering the qualifications or certifications or trainings to only teachers? Like, I just want to understand the scope.
Yeah. Okay, so GEMS Global Institute, we are giving trainings for all our expats here in Bahrain, especially Filipinos. So we have courses like nursing assistant, caregiving, barista, massage therapy, beauty care, financial accounting, business management, and our latest is the automotive. It's like we are doing it like a work readiness program. It's not the qualification that you have like the college. It's not like that. But we are into level 3. It's like preparatory. So work readiness program that once you finish, you can be hired in the
Okay.
company because you have the skills.
Very good. So, as I understand, Beyond the Box is also very keen on offering professional development, and we call them orientation sessions. And they're obviously not qualifications, but they are steps that can actually prepare our Bahraini or any expats, whoever wants to join them. So I think that's where we are kind of similar, but obviously yours are more structured because you do already have programs um, which you are using for training. However, what we do, we look at the group of people we are dealing with and we work on their needs. For example, if I'm working with the IB, PYP teachers, I will plan the trainings based on that. If I'm working with special needs teachers, then I'll plan an orientation session based on that. That is also building employability skills. And you're also working towards building employability skills. So they finish that training, a structured training, and then they can
Mhm.
get hired. What are different training programs that you're offering, Jem? I think people would need to know a little bit more detail about that. Like, are you offering any counseling trainings? Just give us some ideas so we can take that word to the people who might be listening right now.
So right now we are offering nursing assistant. It's a 4 months course. And after that, our students or trainees can go on the job training or internship with our partner. A hospital, which is Ibn Hafiz, Al Salam Hospital. We have KIMS and Royal Bahrain. So they can be like internship with a true patient. We are not just teaching theory, but we are teaching them how to be in the hospital per se. And also we have caregiving. We have the best now is the automotive because we have a garage, partner garage that will teach our students how to do the engine, how to assemble it, everything about cars. So those people who are really into cars and they want to learn how to to have this their car to be repaired by them, so they are welcome to us. We have also barista, which is those people who wants to into coffee. We have massage therapy. We have also in business side, business management and entrepreneurship and financial accounting. Those are our courses. But for our online, this is the GEMS Professional Development Institute. We do have all the courses that I've said and a lot more, like the AI. We do have that on our online.
Okay.
So GEMS Global Institute is our parent, and we have GEMS Home Care Plus. We have GEMS Real Estate. We have AI Academy and the professional development. So it's like a group of companies
Right.
what we are into right now.
Right. And if I ask you, Jem, because you said you've been doing this for about 6 years or 7 years, right? So if I ask you, what has been the rate of success for the people who attended the trainings and then they could get the job. So if, let's say, just on a percentage level, what has been the percentage of people who found the job successfully after completing the training from your institute?
Actually, GEMS Global Institute, we just started 2024. So it is our second year right now. But previously, I've been in other institute that I also founded. So the success rate, it's like, let's say 75% who already went to other countries, they are still contacting me and saying thank you. So mostly nursing assistant and caregiving, they are outside the country now, which I suppose that they are in Croatia, in Ireland, UK, and USA. They are still get in touch with me actually. The other day, there's one student who are in Ireland. It's like it's been his dream to be in Ireland. And in order for that, for him to be there, he needs a recommendation from me. So I don't have this kind of like, of course, I will give you the recommendation. And after that, he got the job instantly.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
perfect. Okay, Jem, let's talk a little about um, you know uh, Bahrain's market, because on paper we have schools, systems, structures, but reality is always a little more honest. What do you think teachers in Bahrain or people in Bahrain actually need right now that they are not getting enough of? Is it skill? Is it confidence? Is it a mindset to learn more, or is it something completely different?
So for me, it's like, I think what you've said is all of the above. But it should be like you have to have the skills in order for you to be able to get the job that you wanted. Because, like, for example, if you don't have the skill and it's required, so where are you going to go? Of course, in the institute or learning center or training institute to get that. But my leadership style is like I'm centered on empowering and collaboration. So it's like I believe in giving people that they have the space to grow while also guiding them with the clear direction and purpose. Like a good leader doesn't just lead. I'm inspiring them, supporting them, and of course, I'm creating also other leaders. But for me, the biggest challenges is proving that your some of the people here needs they deserve to be heard, especially in spaces that where leadership has traditionally been male dominated. So for me, it's like I can see that motivation rather than limitation. So it's like you're pushing them to lead. They should have the confidence, they should have the competence, and of course, the authenticity that we can inspire other, of course, to do the same.
Okay. Thank you, Jem, for sharing your take on this. We will now move to the certification and value, because you're obviously offering it and you did give us some details already. I believe that these will be beneficial for people who are listening to us. But let's address something very practical, because teachers usually ask for this. Do you have programs that provide certification for teachers? Or are you planning to offer some programs that may be providing certifications for the teachers? Teachers for mainstream schools or teachers for special education?
Yes, of course, we do have. And regarding our qualification and accreditation, we are accredited by IQA in UK and OCN and also in UK, CPD in UK, and UK IQ in UK, and one is the other one is American Institute, which is also in other countries. So it's like all our accreditation is they it's qualified for them to apply for other countries and not only in Bahrain. So
Right.
we do have teaching assistant, we do have for the special needs, so they can just come to our institute and inquire about it.
Very good. And are they recognized by the Ministry of Education here?
Actually, our institute is not under the social development,
Right.
but we are under the MOIC. We do have the license, and we can certify their certificate by BCCI, Bahrain Chamber of Commerce, and MOFA, and that will be enough for them.
Right. That's
Mhm.
brilliant to know. I want to pause here for a second, Jem, because this is important. We have created a culture where teachers collect certificates but still feel unprepared. So, certificate is there, but they still feel that they're not confident enough. And that gap, that disconnect, that's exactly what needs to be fixed. So let's talk about teachers as humans, because behind every training, there is a person who is tired, overwhelmed, sometimes doubting themselves. When teachers come to your institute, what do they carry with them emotionally? And what do you hope they leave with?
So I'll give you an example. So there is one trainee, or yeah, she have a background in teaching, but I can feel that the confidence that a lot of women is always lacking is the confidence to teach in front of students, the
Mm,
confidence that they can carry themselves. That's it's really lacking. But with the proper training, with the proper motivation, I think everyone can do that. Every woman needs to be confident
mm.
enough to face everybody, not
That is,
only their, yes, not
yeah.
only their husband, their family, but also in public.
That's true. So true. Um, Now let's zoom out your vision, not just for your institute, but for professional development. If everything works the way you dream it should, what does the future of teacher development looks like? I'm focusing on teachers because I know that we do need a bit more support on teachers development. And where does your institution fit into the future of teacher development?
So at GEMS Global Institute, or GEMS Professional Development Institute, we focus on developing future ready leaders or teachers,
Mhm.
people who are not only skilled, but also they are purpose driven. So I believe leadership is about the impact, and especially for women in leadership, it's about breaking barriers and inspiring others to rise. So growth is never linear. So when it comes to challenge, those challenges that can shape us into a better teacher or leaders. So my message to all the aspiring leaders is very simple. You have to stay committed to your purpose, embrace continuous learning, and never underestimate the value of resilience.
That's a beautiful message. Jem, now let's focus for next 5 minutes to your personal journey, because that's very important. People need to know who is the person behind these institutions, what kind of journey she has had, what can they learn from your journey. You've been in these countries. I know you just told me behind the scene that you've been in UAE for a very long time, and then you came to Bahrain, and you've been here for a good number of months. So I
Mm.
think, sorry, years. And I think people need to understand your journey, your struggles, and how you actually established your business here, or you opened your institute. So what was the personal story behind all of this? Because not everybody is going to be that courageous, I would say, because opening a business is not easy. It doesn't just happen overnight. You got to give it everything you have. So I am absolutely sure this is, one business owner to the other. I'm absolutely sure there is a story behind it that can inspire hundreds of people out there who may be listening to us later on. So please, if you feel okay, to share about this, please do share. But if you don't want to share, that's absolutely fine. We'll move forward.
Yes, I will share some of them because I can see that failure is like a feedback.
Mm.
So every setback is an opportunity to learn. So to adjust and come back stronger. That's me. And the key is not easy to just stay down, but to keep moving forward with more wisdom. So my advice to other people here or to aspiring leaders, stay consistent, stay humble, and never stop learning. So you don't have to have everything figured out. What matters is your willingness to grow and your courage to keep going even when things get difficult. So I've been there. So now still I'm still working hard to get what I want in life.
Mm.
I'm not young anymore, but I feel young at heart as always. But we need to move on, move
I don't
forward.
think you should you needed to mention you are not young anymore. You do look, mashallah, fabulous, and I don't believe that people will be believing when you say we're not young anymore. When it comes to your business, when it comes to all business owners who are starting the businesses, it's usually very difficult, especially in a different country, the country that you do not know about, the country you do, maybe you have been working here, like I have been working here for 5 years, and then once I decided to open my company, it was a brand new experience, as if I was just born again. Like, it doesn't come with a manual. Yes, you know how to get a license, you know how to prepare a building, you know how to start your programs, where to get them attested or verified and all that, everything. But on a human level, on an emotional level, it's not easy to actually be successful in a completely different country. So how have you overcome those challenges? Did you have a support or a role model or a friend you could talk to about all of these things, or was this a solo journey all through?
No, actually, Jumps Global Institute, we are three partners. So, and they're really good because they're all accountants. So when it comes to financial, I don't have to worry about it. But for others, yeah, I'm the one who's always available. And we are really like 24/7 available to our students and trainers. We have to be always there. And we do have team now. Right now, we have around 5 people who's helping us. But starting is really difficult. It's like I don't have like time for myself. It's really hard.
Mm.
But nowadays, going to second year, still, I don't have time to myself actually. But I love what I'm doing. And it's like I'm always motivating people that what what I can help with them. It's like changing their lives is our motivation actually.
Absolutely.
Seeing people grow, succeed, and achieve things they once thought were impossible. That's what keeps us going, really.
Absolutely.
It's like we
Absolutely.
want to help them, we want to encourage them that it's not the end while you're here. You have to uplift your life. It's
Mm.
always like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jem, because you have been running these companies and then the recent one as well, I would like to know what would you give as an advice or a tip to the people who are looking forward to opening new companies? It doesn't have to be just a company for professional development. It could be any business. As a business owner, what kind of guideline you can provide to them? If I ask you, just give them one, two, three things that they must think of before opening a business in a new country, what would you say?
So for me, starting a business is really hard. With with the wrong people around you, you should be with people who will guide you. You will who will inspire you to do the right thing. So I think you need money, of course, to start a
Oh,
business. Yes,
absolutely.
that's the number one. That's number one.
businesses
You need,
businesses
you have a
cannot be
team.
opened without money.
Yes, you need to have a good or great team
Hmm.
to start. Without people surrounding you, it will not succeed actually. So it's really hard. So
Hmm.
you have to be in the right circle,
Hmm.
and you have also to have a mentor
You
to
know, I
ask
have to I have to stop you right there, Jem, for a
Mhm.
reason, because there are people who are writing beautiful comments on our conversation, and I have to tell them that what
Okay.
Jem just said, she said you have to be surrounded by the right people. You have to have a good circle of people who can mentor you. That is the
Mhm.
key, in fact, and I don't want you to forget that. If you want to be highlighted at a global level, at an international level, you want yourselves to be acknowledged, your qualifications to be acknowledged, it is very important that there are people around you who lift you. Okay, so this is very important. I mean, a woman to woman, you always fix your other woman crown. That's important. You don't pull them down. But also, men in this, in a new situation, a new country, as a human, as a beginner, everybody, regardless of gender, they always
Mhm.
need support, mentoring, and guidance. So, what she is saying, please hold on to that, because this is a beautiful tip, and you got to build that circle around you. I have tried my best to put people into a circle, but I see that either they are dead in the circle, which means they are in the circle, but they don't talk. There is no point of joining a community when you're not talking to each other. You have joined hundreds of Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups or WhatsApp groups, but you don't talk there. What's the point? If you are
Yes.
joining a Facebook group or a WhatsApp community or a LinkedIn group, please always make sure that you do ask a question, even the same question with three different channels, and then triangulate the answers that are being given by the people who are sitting in those groups. That was the actual purpose you were in those groups. Sitting there quietly is not serving the purpose. So that's why I had to, stop Jem and make sure that you do understand what does she mean. Does not mean physically you are surrounded by people. It's not possible all the time. You may have some good friends, but they may not be knowledgeable. You may have some knowledgeable people around you, but they may not be your mentors. So it doesn't really work out that way. It's very important to utilize the power of social media. You're all there, you're always scrolling, but you're never asking the right question. You're asking Chat GPT, um, who you trained, but you're not asking the real person. So this is
Mhm.
very important that you do ask questions to the people in the real groups that are filled but by not bots but real people, and learn from those questions or whatever answers you receive. Otherwise you will be you will be lost in the crowd. That's very important. Okay, so
Mhm.
yes, Jem,
Yes.
go on. Sorry, I had to
So
say
my
that because I know people complain all the time, but they don't ever ask questions. So go ahead,
okay.
please.
So my advice to others: stay consistent, keep learning, and don't give up when it gets hard. Because I think you have to treat failure as a feedback. It helps us everyone to grow and come back stronger.
Oh,
Because
I agree.
yeah, success is impact. So how many lives you change the people you have to help them grow as well.
I completely agree. Many times I've seen there are people who fail, or they don't come out of their
Or so.
you know their comfort zones, or the learning that they have already done. For example, there was a time when you learned from a workshop, and now after 20 years you are still holding on to the same workshop when the life outside in the world has changed. Even the person who offered you that workshop has changed, has learned so many new things. So why are you
Mm.
clinging on to that one learning point only? So keep changing your learning points, because that adds to your wisdom. It is very, very important. So you For example, you got your hands burned, and what you learned was that you would never play with fire. Good, that's a good learning point. But also, you should have learned how to use fire to your benefit by staying safe. But because of that one experience, because your hands were burnt, you just decided not to go closer, or not to learn how to actually use it safely, and that did not help you in your life. So this is very, very important. When you learn something, keep building more learning on the top of it. Okay, this is very important. Don't just get stuck, don't just give up. Failure is not what you should take home by saying, oh, I am done here, maybe this is not for me. Maybe you will come back tomorrow and you'll unpack something that is absolutely magical, and that will change your entire life. So thank you, Jem, for sharing this piece of advice with everyone. Is there anything else, Jem, you want to share with anyone who's watching us right now?
So I would like to thank you, of course. And it's like it's really a pleasure, and I'm so grateful to be on your podcast because it's been a while. So before, maybe 4 years ago, I'm always every week on the podcast, but now very seldom. And you're the first one who invited me. And after that, I have a lot. It's like I have a lot of schedules right now for the month of May. Think I have two or three more podcasts to attend. And it's like you opened the doors for me.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
so
you. That,
glad that I was the door opener for you. And I wish you
yeah.
all the best because you're doing fabulous work, Jem, in Bahrain. People do need the kind of support and guidance you are providing. And we would certainly be rooting for your success. And inshallah, I'm sure that there will be teachers, there will be people from all walks of life, whatever professional development you are offering to them, they will certainly be coming to you to ask more questions. And if you need anything, any kind of support, we are always here. You can always reach out to me, or Kiran will always be there for you, rooting for you and wishing you all the best for your businesses.
Thank you very much. Because for me, my motivation is like seeing people succeed and grow. That
Absolutely.
keeps me going every day. And I want to share also the legacy that I will share is like creating opportunities, empowering others, and leaving a meaningful impact to people here in Bahrain.
Thank you so much, Jem. And I second her when she said empowering other. I use the word lifting others. So I'm here to lift everyone out there who feels that they are not confident enough, or they need more, guidance. We are always here. And by the way, sometimes people like us are not even motivated or driven by money. So if you have any money troubles and you cannot afford or you cannot pay, you still have to ask a question on social media, not on ChatGPT. Yes, you can learn from ChatGPT. I'm not opposing. It's a beautiful tool if it is used correctly, but it's not Google search. ChatGPT should not be used as Google search engine. So please do not ask all those questions to ChatGPT. Direct those questions to real humans, while ChatGPT does something else for you that can save your time and you can spend your time with your family. So everyone out there, if you are a teacher and listening to this right now, and because I am an educator, so obviously I'm going to focus on teachers and educators community. And if you feel stuck, unprepared, or lost, what would you do? You would find again somebody who can help you or guide you. But this does not mean that you will be sending them private messages, because that's not how people will help or support you. Nobody has time to provide you with that kind of one-on-one tutoring quietly in your personal messages. That's why we are always asking you to make use of those social media communities, LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, WhatsApp communities, whatever you have joined. Please make use of those and ask questions openly. No one is going to judge you, and even if they do judge you, who are they? What does it, I mean, what difference does it make in your life? Come on, that's a comment. Today you're asking a question, tomorrow you're not happy with the comments. Just Just delete the actual questions and it's gone. Poof. Like, that's how magical it all is. the, it spreads quickly, but it disappears even quicker. So please do not lose confidence just because somebody is going to be judgmental about your question. Why you care? You want to ask, you want to learn, just ask a question. Okay? There's something I always say: students don't fail systems, systems fail students. People don't fail systems, systems fail people. But if you go one layer deeper, systems don't fail on their own. People either build them or choose not to fix them. So it's very important when it comes to employability skills that you learn how to fix systems. All of us, when we are part of an institution, when we are part of a company, when we are a part of a business, as an employee, as an owner, as a decision maker, or not a decision maker but a follower, we all have a piece to offer to that broken system. And if we don't share that piece of the solution, then the system will remain broken. So if you do understand that, I'm sure that you will actually verbalize what you're thinking. Your ideas are important. You just don't know how important they are. And today's conversation reminded me of something very simple. Change doesn't start with policies, it starts with people who care enough to act. So, to Jem, thank you for choosing to act. And to everyone listening, if you are waiting to feel ready before you step up, you might be waiting forever. So, start anyway. Don't wait for the light till at the end of the tunnel. Just start walking. This is Unboxed with SG, and we don't stay in the box. We question it, we challenge it, and when needed, we rebuild it or we burn it. If you want, I can share some tips and tricks with you, but for that, you will have to join the community I'm building. Thank you so much, everyone, and good evening. Take care. Bye bye.